Hey guys, Chill Chaos here, and today I'm going to show you how to make a cannon in Little Big Planet. And right now, as you can see, here's a cannon that I'd made beforehand, and it's pretty much just a basic cannon. It's nothing too big, nothing too small. Anything you make obviously would look a lot nicer, but this is just the basics of how to make one. Okay, and as you can see, we're surrounded by the dark matter. I'll explain that later why. Okay, so let's move over and find some room to make it. Okay, you're going to open up, and the first thing you want to do is grab actually the dark matter. The dark matter the reason behind that is the explosive cannonball cannot destroy the dark matter, which is a great benefit when you think about it, because if you're trying to set up a whole set and you have dark matter there, those things are going to get destroyed. Your worst thing is having a set destroyed by your own creations. Okay, now that that's made, we can get started with the cannon of the actual cannon, the gun part. So we're going to open up the block menu, and I suggest getting a stone, and we'll take the cylinder shape, not the cylinder, yeah, the cylinder shape thing, and we're going to set that up. You can make it a 3, 2, or 1-er. For this video purpose, I think we're going to go with a 1-er on it, but if you want to make it a 3-er and make it a larger cannon, your choice. No one's stopping you. So we're going to set the 1-er, and we're going to find the spot that we want. Right there seems good, and we're going to set that there. We're then going to make the barrel of the cannon a little bit wider. We're going to click it and bring it straight down. And right there, that looks like a cannon base part thing. Okay, so now that we have that, we're going to actually want to make a bottom for it. And the first thing we're going to do is, I would select a triangle. It's the easiest way to go around it. If you want to make something more creative, by all means go ahead, but a triangle works well for this. Okay, so we're going to take the poppet, and we're going to separate that a little bit, because what we want to do is actually add another latch to it. A latch, that way we can hook up the motor bolt to it, which is what we're going to need later on. So you're going to want to make it a 1-er, a little small thing, and you're going to want to drag it simply across so you can just make a latch that you can attach. So we're going to go back to the poppet menu, we're going to shrink that a little bit, and we're going to want to glue it on and leave some room so we can move it over the triangle and then attach it. So as you can see right there, you have the whole kind of thing. It's not as straight as we would want. You can worry about that later, but for now, for the video's purpose, it's fine. So then you're going to move it over. You're not going to glue it, you're just going to simply move it over. You're then going to go to the tool bag and grab a motor bolt. And you're going to want to click that right on and wait for the click noise. Okay, perfect. As you can see, it actually works, which is something that is pretty good. Let's make sure everything is that I just did, that you understand it all. You're just going to simply make a latch on the actual cannon, and you're going to hover it over, and then lock it down with the motor bolt. Never glue anything down except for the latch onto the cannon part, not the actual base. And that's how you're going to be able to do that. Okay, so right now what we're going to do is we're going to actually get a switch, and we're going to we're going to want a 3-way switch. That way it has a left, right, and middle function, middle being stop. You're going to set it down over there, and you're simply going to glue it to the ground. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to take that poppet, and we're going to stick it to the motor bolt. That way we can control all aspects of everything that's going on. Just like that. Okay, good. Now, as you can see, if we were to set the switch to the direction setting, it goes up, down, and it stops. So make sure it's set to the direction setting in the tweak menu, and you'll get the desired effect that you need. Okay, that's good. Now the next thing you want to do is to have the cannon shoot actual bullets. But the first thing you do want to do here is just change any speed options at all. Don't make it too fast, because then this will happen, and that's just a complete mess, and you don't want that. That's just bad. Don't do that. So set it to the way it's initially left at, which I believe is 1, and you're good to go. It works just fine like that. Okay, now next thing what I was talking about is you're going to need to get something called an emitter, which is in the tool bag. What an emitter does actually, it makes items spawn that you can use in your level, whether it be clouds or parachutes or bombs, for example, for the cannon. So you're going to want to stick the emitter on, and you're going to want to go into it. Here's a closer look of it, and go to your poppet, and you're going to want to tweak it. And you see that little ball option that's right there. You're going to move over to the explosive ball, not the regular TNT box, but the actual explosive ball. And when you set it, you're going to want to set it directly in front of it. You can make it smaller or larger, but directly in front. You don't want it going up or down for now, because we can actually control up or down. So as you can see right there, it just comes directly out. That's why we're going to have to add a switch to it later on, so we don't kill ourselves or our level or anything we're trying to do. So you want to pause it for now, go back into the emitter, the tweak, and mainly change the velocity. You can change the other settings down on the bottom for the timing, but you really don't need to do that for now. So you can mainly just change the velocity and set it up to a good speed. Doesn't have to be overpowered, but doesn't have to be weak either. And you can see that's how it's going to shoot out, which is pretty good. Okay, the next thing to do is we're going to have to add a sponge in order to have the switch that we want to put on work. So we'll go up there and we'll get a sponge. We can add a normal sponge in, and we will set that onto our actual cannon right there. Okay, I didn't actually set it in the cannon. We'll set it right in the cannon right there. That way you actually got to touch the cannon to make it work. So you have it just like that, and you grab a grab switch, no pun intended, grab a grab switch, and you'll grab a grab switch, and you'll stick it right on. Grab into the pop-it menu, click the switch rope, and attach it to the emitter. Now the emitter will not shoot unless you actually hold it. And you want to set that to visibility to off. So now it can do up, down, and then when you grab it, it actually fires, which is the overall desired effect. Okay, but we're not done just yet now, are we? Okay. What you want to probably do is add a camera so they can actually see what they're shooting at. So the first thing you do is you're going to go back into the tools and grab a camera. Okay, you're just going to put that right over the base of the cannon for the most part. That way when they enter the zone, they're probably by the cannon and they can see what's going on. You're then going to go into the pop-it menu and tweak the camera. Okay, angle and zoom, this is what you want the player to see, so you can set it to what you want them to see. And zone is where they have to be in order for the camera effect to take place. So we'll set it right there. And as you can see, if we pop back into the stance mode, just regular standing, you can see how the camera changes when we're close to it. Okay, and that way you can actually see what you're shooting at and everything. You'll get a better camera angle when you're actually doing it, but for now this is fine. So you can actually see as it goes up, and we can fire it up into the air and such. Okay, that's mainly it for this. We can add a couple of stickers if you want, which is always a good idea. That way it actually looks like a real cannon. Mainly go with the black. I mean, I don't really see any cannons that are any other color these days. Maybe a brown if you want, or anything that really matches your level design. So I'm going to put a simple black color on it. Make sure it's all colored up. That way it looks like a real cannon and everything. But if you have any comments or questions on how to make this, or something you don't understand, feel free to leave a comment, let me know. Something's confusing you, let me know. If you have any suggestions for other videos, why not post something that you would like to see made. I'm currently not going to be able to make a pod racer video because it seems like I deleted that level, and I'd actually have to make one from scratch, but that seems very complicated to record me doing it because there's a lot of ins and outs of it. Maybe later on. So that's it, how to make a cannon. Subscribe, that'd be great, and I hope to see you guys in the future with more videos. Alright guys, take care.